What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, I just want to say hi and that I'm back for now. As most of you know, and I've mentioned before in previous videos, my life is a DJ. I'm a DJ. I'm on tour all the time. I've just been away for 4 days. It was an amazing weekend, but I didn't get back till Tuesday, and I've just been spending the last 2 days recovering and just catching up on sleep. So it's difficult for me to get these videos done as and when I want to. I've been wanting to get this video done like for all week, it feels like. I mean, I don't know when Avatar 2 trailer dropped, but ever since Avatar 2, the Way of Water trailer, teaser trailer dropped, all I've been wanting to do is talk about it, because this is, and I know this sounds stupid to probably most of you, but this is, for me personally, one of the most exciting things ever in the history of life. Obviously, that's a bit exaggerated, but personally for me, in my lifetime, especially to do with movies, there's a few films that have really got me to the point where, like, I'm almost in love with them, and that they are Lord of the Rings, Halo, even though I know it's a game, but that's up there with everything, the Matrix trilogy, not the fourth film, because that is literally one of the worst things I've ever seen. Now, just quickly, let me say this. The Matrix 4 just should never have been made. I despise that film. What have they done? Anyway, Lord of the Rings, the Matrix trilogy, Halo, and Avatar. Like, Avatar is... It's difficult for me to say exactly where I would place all of them. Lord of the Rings has to be the top, because Lord of the Rings is just in a whole other league of its own. But then Avatar is as well. Avatar is a whole other level of, like... Just for me personally, it's just mind-blowing. The whole thing visually is just amazing. I love the storyline. I know that the story isn't so original. It's, you know, it's been done before. It's a classic story. Many films and many things have had that story in it. I get it. But for me, personally, like, it was like the first time I'd really seen that story play out. I know supposedly Pocahontas has that. I don't remember Pocahontas. Fern Gully is another thing people say it's like. I don't remember that. And Dances with Wolves, which I have seen loads of times, but I've seen it all when I was like a kid, because it was my dad's favourite movie. I don't remember that. So, and a lot of kids, especially when Avatar came out, will not have seen Dances with Wolves, and maybe all the other films. So this was like the first time I'd seen this story play out. So for me, it was just an amazing story. Visually, the best thing I've ever seen ever. It still is one of the best things I've ever looked at. It's just an amazing visual masterpiece. It still is better than pretty much everything, but also it has a really important message. Like, I really care about nature. I care about the planet, and Avatar, the whole message behind that is about the planet and caring for the planet, about nature. And for me, I just feel like that's just a really strong message to be told. Besides whether the story is not original, for me, the message behind the movie is so important and so impactful. So that was a huge part of it for me as well. I just love the characters. I just loved the whole world of Pandora is just unbelievable. I remember when I first went to go see this in the cinema, I must have been like 19 years old. I'm 32 now. It was like 13 years ago or something crazy like that. I remember going to the cinema and watched it in 3D, and I, honest to God, remember coming out of there feeling genuinely down that I was not one of them. I felt like I was just, I don't know what, I was so upset that I was not one of these giant fucking blue cats, and I just was really wanting to be one. I was just thinking, why can't I be one of them? Like, why aren't we all them? It just really did my head in. It really frustrated me, and I remember just feeling like depressed that we wasn't living on Pandora and that we didn't live like that. And it genuinely got to me. Like, I felt emotionally connected to it. I don't know how or why, because I'm clearly not a giant 12-foot fucking blue alien, but I just wish that I really was. And ever since the original, I've watched it a million times, and I just love it. It's just, for me, one of the best things to watch. I just still love Avatar. So knowing that we're going to get just one sequel is just one of the most exciting things for me. Never mind that we're gonna get another 4 sequels, because that's what we're getting. We're getting altogether 5 Avatar movies, obviously including the first. I'm just so excited for it. I can't wait. I'm just so grateful for James Cameron's mind and just James Cameron's life in general, because he's given us so many amazing things. Terminator 2 is an incredible movie. Aliens is an incredible movie. Titanic is still an incredible film. And then we've got Avatar, as well as like The Abyss and stuff like that. Like, The Abyss is an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, go and watch The Abyss by James Cameron. Amazing film, so good. And that's one that kind of just goes under the radar. But Avatar, and now like we're gonna get another 4 Avatar movies. I'm just an excited little boy again. Anyway, Avatar, The Way of Water teaser trailer dropped, and I just wanted to talk about some of the things I have seen in this, some of the things I'm excited for. And there's a lot, even though this teaser didn't really show you that much. It was more of just a visual thing. It just showed you, you know, some of the environments, some of the new characters, a little bit, I guess, of what the story could be, but not really that much. So I just wanted to go over some stuff and just talk about it, because this is one of my most this is the most anticipated movie ever for me. First of all, the visuals in this look unbelievable. They look amazing. The first movie, of course, was groundbreaking. It just set a bar that no one's really got to ever since, of just visuals. And now, once again, in this teaser, we can see that they've done it once again. The visuals look amazing. They look amazing, like just the detail on the face, the skin, the reflections, the world, like in the water, like the underwater scenes, and even above the water, just seeing how the water is. It's just amazing. Like, it looks better than anything. It just looks better than everything. And I reckon when we watch it, it's really, really gonna blow everyone's mind again. Also, I heard that the 3D is just incredible in this. James Cameron's reinvented a new form of 3D to make it even better. And that's why also it's took so long to make this movie, because he's also been creating new technology to be able to film underwater, so that they can have motion capture filming underwater with all the facial expressions and everything else, because all the actors had to train for months to be able to hold their breath, to be able to film underwater. All of them have trained to free dive, and Kate Winslet has been able to learn how to hold her breath for over 7 minutes. She actually holds the record. Tom Cruise had the record for like 6 minutes when he filmed that underwater scene in Mission Impossible 6, was it? I can't remember which one it was. There's so many now. But the one where Tom Cruise is underwater, he's trying to figure out how to get out of this thing. It's like a puzzle thing going on. That was like, he had to hold his breath for 6 minutes to do that. Kate Winslet has beat him, and now she's been able to hold her breath for 7 minutes for a scene underwater in Avatar: The Way of Water. So just the fact that the actors are having to do that is just amazing. Just the effort. It just shows you the level of filmmaking that James Cameron goes to make these movies. It's just so good. We do get to see Jake Sully and Neytiri, which was great to see. I love Neytiri. I don't know why. I've just always had a crush on Neytiri. I've always fancied Neytiri. Probably because I think Zoe Saldana, who plays Neytiri, is totally beautiful. So, I don't know. I guess that's why. Or maybe I'm just into giant blue cats. Either way, it was great to see Jake and Neytiri. We do get to see their children, because this film and the following films are about their family. They have 3 kids now, and they also have adopted a human kid who we get to see, whose name is Spider. This kid, everyone's speculating, is that their child? It's not their child, because as you remember, if you've seen the movie, humans can't breathe the air of Pandora, so you can't give birth to a human kid, because it would just suffocate and die. It just wouldn't happen. They've adopted it, and supposedly that kid comes from Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver's character in the original, I've read that Spider is her son. I don't know how true that is. It probably isn't. That's just a rumor that I've heard. But anyway, it isn't their kid. They've adopted him. We do get to see a few scenes with him involved. He's supposed to be one of the main new characters that goes through the next few movies. We also obviously get to see his children, like I said. We do get to see Colonel Quaritch, who died in the first movie. As you remember, we see in this teaser that he is actually now an avatar. And the way that we know this is that if you actually look closely on his left arm, he has the same tattoo as Quaritch in the original. So that's Quaritch, which I think is a great way to bring him back. I don't know how they're going to bring him back, because he did die. No idea. Sigourney Weaver's back, but she genuinely died, so she isn't playing the same character. She's playing a new character altogether, which is a little bit odd, but I don't mind. I love Sigourney Weaver, so whatever. Definitely bring her back. We get to see some of Kate Winslet's character, who's green. I think this is because we do get introduced to a whole new tribe of people. They're not Na'vi. I think they're called Matakita. I can't remember how you say it. I'll put the name on screen right now. But anyway, that's a new tribe that we get to meet on Pandora. We also get to explore, I think, the neighboring planets, so I've read, which is just totally exciting. Kate Winslet did say that her character in an interview is a sea goddess, and there was a still, which I'll put on the screen now. This is Kate Winslet underwater filming a scene where she is actually performing a birth ceremony or something. I don't know whether it's her who's pregnant or someone else is pregnant and she's doing like a ceremony for them. But yeah, like this is all filmed underwater, so it's just going to be so cool to see that. We get to see a load of new creatures in this teaser, especially the ones that they seem to be riding on the water and in the water. There's even a really sick scene that we get where Jake Sully, I believe it to be, straps himself up and ends up flying out of the water whilst he's got a rifle in his hand on one of these sea creatures who I guess who can fly as well. Like, I can't wait to see this. Clearly they're going to go to a giant war again. There's a moment here where you can see all the different Na'vi people sat on top of these creatures, just sort of sitting on the water. It looks like they're ready to go to battle or something. It's just gonna be so epic. You can just tell it's gonna be epic. The first movie was epic. Clearly the war isn't over between the Na'vi and the humans. The humans are back somehow. I don't know whether they're still on Pandora or they return. That's all yet to be revealed, but I just can't wait. I can't wait for this. I feel like it's going to be amazing. I believe it probably will be better than the first movie. James Cameron has said that this is kind of going to be like The Godfather, where it branches off into the kids. And, you know, it follows their kids' life and what they're doing, whilst obviously Jake and Neytiri are still obviously there, but it kind of focuses more on their kids, which I think is cool. I am a little bit like, oh, I want to see more of Jake and Neytiri because I love them, but I'm sure we will get a load of them still, but it's going to be focused obviously a lot more on their kids, which I'm just really excited for. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm a huge Avatar fan. I would love to know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to this? Do you like the first movie? Do you not? Please let me know down in the comments. I genuinely want to know what you guys think to this. Are you as excited as I am? If you did enjoy the video, please drop me a like. And if you are new here, then please hit the subscribe button if you want to stay updated with my videos. And once again, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time on wAFF World.